Lexus LC500 2026 is more than just a luxury coupe. It's a masterpiece of engineering where raw power meets cutting-edge innovation. With its naturally aspirated V8 engine, advanced driver assistance technologies, and a refined safety suite, this car delivers an experience that's equal parts thrilling, reassuring, and commanding. It's not just built to drive, it's crafted to move you. In every sense of the word. 1. Lexus LC500 2026, a pure powerhouse in an electrifying world. Sitting behind the wheel of the 2026 Lexus LC500, my first impression didn't come from the luxurious interior or the cutting-edge tech. It came from the deep growl of the naturally aspirated 5.0 V8 engine. At a time when automakers are racing toward electrification and hybridization, minimizing sound and emissions, Lexus surprises me with a bold choice, keeping a traditional, purely mechanical engine, and oddly enough, it's that decision that instantly makes me fall for this car. Start button pressed, the V8 roars to life with authority. This isn't some synthetic sound pumped through speakers like many modern sports cars. It's real. It comes straight from 8 cylinders firing in harmony. It's not obnoxious or overbearing, but has just the right vibration and rumble to let you know this is the real deal, a mechanical beast born for enthusiasts. On the open road, I had the chance to fully experience what this engine can do. The 5.0-liter V8 delivers 471 horsepower at 7.100 revolutions per minute and 540 Newton-meters of torque at 4.800 revolutions per minute. Numbers that may look theoretical on paper translate into unforgettable sensations on the road. The 0 to 100 km/h sprint takes just 4.4 seconds. But more than the raw speed, it's the way the LC500 delivers it. There's no sudden electric surge or aggressive turbo spike, just smooth, linear, commanding power that builds like a rising wave and pulls you in. The 10-speed direct shift automatic transmission is incredibly smooth. I experimented with the paddle shifters and was stunned by how immediate the response was. There's no lag, no artificial delay. You feel directly connected to the car, as if your thoughts are transmitted straight to the wheels. Every throttle press, every downshift, is crisp and intuitive. Switching to Sport S Plus mode is where the LC500 truly comes alive. The chassis stiffens, the suspension tightens, the steering gets heavier and more precise. The engine roars louder, and each acceleration presses you deeper into the seat. In tight corners, the rear-wheel drive layout allows for just enough rotation to feel playful without losing control. And with smart traction systems working seamlessly in the background, I felt like I was using all the engine's potential without worrying about losing grip. What I appreciate most about Lexus is that they don't follow trends blindly. While many luxury rivals, BMW's M850i, Mercedes SL63, Audi 5 Rupees, have embraced turbos and hybrids, Lexus boldly holds on to the naturally aspirated V8, almost like a tribute to old-school performance lovers. In a world where everything is starting to feel artificial, the LC500 is refreshingly raw and honest. Another detail worth highlighting is the engine's cooling system. During my high-speed tests in near 40 degrees Celsius weather, the engine stayed consistently cool. No overheating, no excessive fan noise. The front air intakes, while beautifully designed, aren't just aesthetic, they truly enhance airflow and thermal performance. After more than 500 kilometers behind the wheel, I still didn't want to get out. The longer I drove, the more I realized the LC500 isn't just a sports car, it's a living, breathing mechanical masterpiece, built not just to transport you, but to move you, emotionally. This car is not about being the fastest or most efficient, it's about connection. It's about feeling the revs, hearing the throttle, and knowing there's a soul under the hood. Lexus didn't just build a machine, they preserved a dying art form. The LC500 2026 is one of the last naturally aspirated V8 Grand Tourers you can buy new today. And it's a reminder of how pure driving can feel when everything is done right. In conclusion, the 2026 Lexus LC500 isn't for everyone. It's for those who truly understand what it means to drive. For those who crave emotion, response, sound, and soul. In a world of silent EVs, the LC500 is like a vintage guitar in a room full of auto-tune, rare, expressive, and absolutely unforgettable. With the LC500, Lexus hasn't just built a car, they've kept the spirit of performance alive. And as someone lucky enough to drive it, I can only say, thank you, Lexus, for daring to preserve what truly matters to those who still love the road. 2. Lexus LC500 2026 Safety Features, Predictive Technology and Quick Response. A sports car doesn't only need to be powerful or beautiful. What truly gives me peace of mind behind the wheel of the Lexus LC500 2026 is its intelligent active safety system, where technology is not just present, but operates like a quiet yet always alert companion. During my long test drive, I had the opportunity to experience almost the entire Lexus safety system plus 3.0, the most advanced driver assistance technology package from Lexus today. And I must say, this is an invisible but incredibly effective shield that protects me from unexpected situations. The kind that human reflexes sometimes can't react to in time. Pre-collision system, PC's active collision warning. I vividly remember the moment I was cruising down the highway, and a motorbike suddenly cut across at a fairly close distance. Before I could fully slam the brakes, the LC500 had already issued both audio and visual warnings and gently engaged the brakes to reduce speed. The feeling at that moment was a mix of surprise, relief, and a great deal of trust. What's amazing is that the system can detect both pedestrians and bicycles, not only in daylight but also in low-light conditions. Thanks to the combination of radar and front-facing cameras, Lexus didn't include this feature just for impressive specs. It truly works effectively in real-world conditions. Lane Tracing Assist, LTA. On the highway, I tried a small, light risk, releasing my hands from the steering wheel for a few seconds to see how the lane-keeping system would behave. And indeed, LTA impressed me. The car not only stayed within the lane but also gently adjusted the steering to stay centered, creating a very natural feeling, not stiff or mechanical at all. Of course, the system doesn't allow you to drive hands-free for too long, but on long trips. LTA is truly a reliable assistant that helps reduce fatigue and increase safety when driving at high speeds. Dynamic Radar Cruise Control, DRCC. DRCC is the feature I used the most during the entire journey. No longer did I need to strain my eyes to judge the distance from the car ahead, nor constantly brake or accelerate. Lexus Radar Cruise Control System operated with precision and impressive responsiveness. Especially when driving in urban areas with heavy traffic, DRCC can automatically come to a complete stop and start again when the car in front moves. I just had to keep my hands on the steering wheel. Thanks to this, I hardly felt tired even after several hours of continuous driving. Blind Spot Monitor, BSM, and Rear Cross Traffic Alert, RCTA. One of the most dangerous situations while driving is when a vehicle is in the blind spot, an area the mirrors can't clearly show. But with BSM, I was always warned when a car was approaching from behind. A small LED light would illuminate on the mirror, signaling timely and clearly. I also had a few instances of reversing in tight parking lots, where visibility was limited by walls or other vehicles. RCTA worked wonderfully, detecting vehicles approaching from both sides, even bicycles or pedestrians, helping me reverse more safely than ever. Panoramic camera and 360-degree sensors. This was truly the lifesaver feature when I had to maneuver through narrow streets in the Old Quarter. The 360-degree camera combined with sensors around the car provided a full view of the surroundings, not only the front or rear but also both sides. I could easily avoid sidewalks, electric poles, or motorbikes parked along the curb. Beyond just images, the system also displays a dynamic simulation of the steering direction, letting me know exactly where the car would go if I turned the wheel in the current direction. Extremely intuitive and helpful. After many days of driving the Lexus LC500 2026, I wasn't only impressed by the powerful engine or sporty design, but also by the feeling of being constantly protected on every road. What I appreciated most is that Lexus safety system doesn't interfere aggressively, it quietly observes, proactively reacts, and only steps in when absolutely necessary. Like a smart friend sitting next to you, not talkative, but always ready to help when needed. In a high-performance sports coupe, the presence of a comprehensive safety package like Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 is not just a guarantee, but also proof of a driver-focused design philosophy, one that cares deeply for the person behind the wheel, and the person sitting beside them. 3. Lexus LC500 2026 technology, modern, seamless, and driver-centered. If the engine is the heart, then technology is the brain that orchestrates every experience inside the Lexus LC500 2026. And throughout the 500-plus kilometers I spent with this luxurious sports coupe, what impressed me just as much as the V8 growl was how Lexus integrated technology in a way that felt subtle, fluid, and remarkably practical, all tailored toward a single goal: the driver. From the moment I stepped into the cabin, I was drawn to the 12.3-inch central touchscreen display, arguably one of the most intuitive interfaces in its segment today. Not only is it crisp and vibrant, but it also responds incredibly fast, with large icons that are easy to see and interact with, a huge plus when you're on the move and can't afford distractions. What I appreciated most was the flexibility and control. You can use the touchscreen if you prefer a modern interface or rely on the touchpad located on the center console if you want to keep your hand near the gear lever. The feel of the touchpad is impressively refined, there's no lag. And it avoids the clumsiness often seen in German rivals. Naturally, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto Wireless are here and work flawlessly. Connections are fast and clean, no messy cables. I used Google Maps, Spotify, and answered calls. Everything felt as seamless as using a smartphone. It may seem like a minor detail, but in daily use, this adds up to a massive convenience. Then there's the HUD, head-up display. For me, this is one of the most worthwhile features. When driving at high speeds or navigating a twisty mountain road, having to glance down at the speedometer or GPS can be both annoying and risky. The LC500's HUD eliminates that issue entirely. All essential data, speed, GPS directions, speed limits, even collision warnings, are projected directly onto the windshield, right in your line of sight. The display is sharp, color-coded, and easily visible even under bright sunlight. This means I can keep my eyes on the road while still maintaining full control and awareness of the vehicle's status. If you're a music lover, congratulations! The Mark Levinson 13-speaker sound system in the LC500 2026 will turn you into an addict. I've experienced many in-car audio setups, from Bose and Bang & Olufsen to Burmester, but Mark Levinson delivers a distinctive sound signature that stands out. The bass is deep and punchy without being muddy. The mids are warm and crystal clear for vocals. The highs are silky and never harsh. Even at high volumes, the cabin becomes a mobile concert hall. And whether it's classical symphonies or booming EDM, everything sounds stunningly dynamic. What truly amazed me was the smart dual-zone climate control system. Integrated with ambient light and humidity sensors. It may sound high-tech, but the real-world experience is what matters. I drove through areas with various environmental conditions, scorching sun, misty damp weather, even dusty construction zones, and the cabin temperature remained consistently pleasant. Without me having to adjust anything. The ambient light sensor automatically modifies airflow intensity based on exterior brightness, while the humidity sensor keeps the cabin from getting too dry or too sticky. Small features, yes, but they show how Lexus prioritizes personalized comfort at the highest level. When it comes to driving dynamics, nothing impressed me more than the AVS, Adaptive Variable Suspension System. I took the LC500 over smooth asphalt, then onto rough patches and potholes, and Lexus system responded instantly. On uneven roads, the suspension softens to absorb shocks. The car felt like it was gliding over ripples. But once I switched to Sport S Plus mode, the chassis tightened up, and the whole vehicle felt more rigid, offering incredible stability during high-speed cornering or sudden maneuvers. For a grand touring coupe, this system is absolutely essential, and Lexus nailed it. Finally, the Drive Mode Select system allows you to choose between 5 driving modes: Eco, Comfort, Normal, Sport S and Sport S Plus. I tested them all, and each has a distinct personality. Eco prioritizes fuel efficiency. soft throttle response, and a quiet ride, like a German luxury sedan. Comfort. Best for city driving, plush suspension and light steering. Normal. A balanced all-rounder for most conditions. Sport S. Sharper throttle. Firmer steering, a moderately sporty feel. Sport S Plus. Full performance unleashed, Titan chassis. Aggressive throttle mapping. The V8 growls louder. This is when the Lexus truly becomes a beast. The technology in the Lexus LC500 2026 isn't just there to look impressive, it's designed intelligently. Works precisely, and always puts the driver first. No gimmicks, no overcomplication, just seamless, thoughtful execution that enhances every aspect of the driving experience. If you're someone who craves a perfect balance between driving emotion and modern luxury tech, the Lexus LC500 2026 will capture your heart from the very first mile. From the powerful V8 heart to the sophisticated driver assistance technologies, the Lexus LC500 2026 is not merely a car, it is a moving work of art. The engine excites you, the technology reassures you, and the safety features keep you in control.